Hi there! So I'm still caught up in the red lipstick phase and I wanted to try out a red monochromatic look. Not that I didn't do this before, I did and I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen. But today I felt like doing a graphic liner in red, which I feel like will look really dope and I hope I'm right. Okay, let's get started. Since I'm doing a graphic liner, I won't have any fallout from my eyes, so I will start with my face makeup. I'm going to do a little bit of priming first. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender Leveler Primer. As usual, trying really hard to squeeze this out. Just going to press that in the center of my face where my pores are a little bit more visible. And for foundation, I'm going to mix two shades of the Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I'm going to use the shade 150 mainly, but I'm just going to put in like half a pump of the 180 shade just to give it a more yellow tone. I'm gonna mix them on my hand. You don't need a lot of this. I don't know why I'm talking about this product. It's discontinued. It's not my favorite anyway, so I don't mind that it's discontinued. I'm just gonna evenly spread that on my face, concentrating it mainly in the center of my face just to cover up any redness that I have here. Then I'm gonna take my sponge. You can also pick up the excess product from your hand and start blending. I'm just doing little bouncing motions. I'm going to carefully blend it around my brows. I usually do my brows first because of the Schwarzkopf gel that I'm using. It can really ruin the foundation if I do my brows after my base makeup. I am still trying to finish up my Maybelline concealer. It looks almost empty, but I still have product in it. I don't know how that's happening. But I'm going to use it on my under eyes. I'm mainly focusing it in the inner portion. For my eye shape, that's where I have the most discoloration. So right here. And with this formula, I usually prefer to let it dry for like a couple of minutes, just so it becomes a little bit thicker and provides a little bit more coverage. I'm going to use the same sponge to blend it out, and again I'm doing bouncing, like tapping motions, just so I don't move the product around too much. The placement that I did is ideal for me, so I wanted the product to kind of stay in the same place. I'm just going to set my under eyes and I'm going to do kind of, not really baking, but I'm going to set with the sponge. So I'm going to turn my sponge around, so I use the clean side, and I'm going to pick up the powder on my sponge like that. Maybe just dust off a little bit of the excess, even though it's kind of stuck here at this point. I will make sure there are no creases before I set, and then I'm going to press the powder on my under eyes. I'm also bringing it down a little bit into my pores area, and I'm also going to press a little bit of powder on my eyelids, because today's look is going to have zero eyeshadow and just eyeliner, and I don't want the concealer on my lids to crease. And if you feel like you need to, you can grab your brush and set the rest of the face. I usually just set my under eyes just because I do enjoy the rest of my skin to stay dewy, but that's just up to you, whatever you prefer. You can also set with a sponge, like if you want to set your nose area and the center of the forehead. That's really going to keep the area matte for longer, because obviously we're applying a lot of powder there. I'm gonna use a little bit of powder, bronzer slash contour. I feel like this could work both ways for me. It's kind of neutral. What you need to keep in mind here, if you don't set the sides of the face like I do, you need to stamp the powder products. If you're doing wiping motions like that, you might end up with a patchy contour, and obviously we want to avoid that. I'm also going to drag it down my jawline and also use it on my forehead. I'm gonna apply a tiny bit of that underneath my nose. And then what I would like to do here is pinch my brush and create a little extension of the eye, basically connecting the eyelid with the temple contouring. That really creates like a lifting effect for the outer corner of the eye. As blush, I should have used a cream one, but it's a little bit too late for that now because I powdered. The thing is, I want a red blush, so it kind of matches the whole vibe. Well, actually, can I use eyeshadows? I might ruin this, but I think I'm going to try it. I might do something stupid, but I'm going to pick up this eyeshadow from the Juvia's Place Queen palette, but I'm going to need to really take the excess off my brush. I'm also going to do this on my hand just so I don't have a lot of that eyeshadow, because otherwise I might end up looking like a clown. I'm still a little bit scared, but let's see. that's not bad. Let me just distribute it evenly on both of my cheeks, and I think I need to wipe my brush a little bit more and start to blend it. Obviously it's red eyeshadow, it's very pigmented, so you need to be really careful if you're doing something like this. But it's a nice multitasking. Oh, multi-purpose. You can multi-purpose your products. So if you have a coral eyeshadow, for example, I feel like this could be used as a blush, this could be used as a highlighter if you're a little bit more tan. So you can obviously do that with your shadows. Well, you know what, I think I'm actually going to go for this one as highlighter. I might regret it because it might have a weird cast on me, just because I am very, very white. I'm just going to risk it. Okay, that's actually cute. Okay, I feel like it works. And I'm also going to highlight the highest points of my face and also in between my brows here and a little bit above my brows, just whatever is left on the brush. I'm gonna pick up a smaller brush with the same eyeshadow and highlight my inner corner with it. And I'm gonna use a little bit of that on the arch of my brow as well. It's time for the interesting part, which are the eyes, I think. Eyes and lips. So like I said, I'm not going to apply any eyeshadow today, but I'm going to do a graphic liner. In the past I did that with eyeshadow and micellar water. You basically wet your brush with a micellar water and then dip into the eyeshadow, and then you can do the liner however you want to. But today I think I'm going to go for a liquid lipstick, so just so it matches the lips as well. Even though usually when I do use liquid lipsticks on my eyes, they end up a different color than they do on my lips. Just because the base is a different color, like light yellow versus pink. But I'm going to do it anyway, and the lipstick that I'm going to use today is the Sephora Collection Lip Stain in the shade 01. I'm just going to pick it on my angled brush, and I'm going to create a line starting from my outer corner. I'm going to bring it like pretty high up. Let me just sketch it first. Basically I want the liner, the graphic part of the liner, to be pretty high here, and I want it to be a straight line. I did something similar with purple a while ago, basically trying to make the graphic part of the liner pretty high so it doesn't drag down my eye. And now I'm just going to fill in the liner. And what I also want to do is a tiny inner corner wing, so I'm going to pick up the lipstick on the tip of my brush, the sharp tip, and I'm going to create a little extension here. I'm getting superhero vibes again, but I actually like it. Let's finish off the eyes before moving on to the lips. I'm just going to apply mascara. I don't know whether or not I'm going to go back to false lashes. Just mascara works great for me, and my mental health as well, because I hate applying lashes. I'm just curling the lashes really, really well. Also, my lash curler is a little bit warm right now. And I'm going to go for my Size Up mascara by Sephora Collection. I just stabbed myself with the mascara. That always happens to me. I went back into the tube and I'm applying a second coat. And then I'm going to apply it on the lower lashes as well. Now it's time for the lips. Red is always a power move. But I'm lining them first with a Makeup Forever pencil. This look altogether, it just makes me feel a little bit more powerful. And I'm going to use the same lipstick. I will need to go over the pencil a little bit, just because it's a different color. Look at that, the perfect red. This shade is so beautiful if you're looking for a true bright red. It also makes the teeth look a little bit whiter, which is always appreciated. This is the look all complete, and together with the nails, this is definitely a power move. I really love the whole aesthetic. I feel like this is red carpet worthy. I'm flattering myself right now, but I really love how it looks, and it also gives me editorial vibes, so this would be amazing on a catwalk model. I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!